So a very good afternoon to all my BBA second semester students. Today I have uploaded a notes related to the next part of your second unit human resource management. Till now we have discussed the concept of human resource planning and the steps involved in human resource planning. So I told you last day that the next function of human resource management would be recruitment and selection. But if you look at your syllabus, then there are another two concepts which are included in the syllabus, which is human resource information system and succession planning. So we need to discuss these two concepts before we go to the next part. Now, before I come to the details of the discussion, I would like to raise an issue that over the last few days, I have been constantly receiving messages, and probably all the other teachers are also receiving messages from the students regarding what will happen to their exams and when will it be conducted or when will the classes commence. So, let me tell you that this is not in our hands. We have to wait till the decisions have been taken by the Assam government or the Assam University. So pondering about what will happen to your exams and when will the classes commence is a sheer waste of time. Please do not waste your time pondering about what will happen to your exams, because anyways these are not in our hands. If you prepare the notes that have been supplied to you by your teachers and listen to the discussion that has been uploaded in the YouTube video, then whatever the situation is, you will be prepared to face it. So coming to the discussion, the first part of the discussion is basically human resource information system. Now, let me tell you that information is a lifeblood of any organization. Although there is a tendency to use the term data and information interchangeably, there is a distinction between the two. Now, data are raw, unanalyzed, numbers and facts about an event, whereas information, in contrast, will results when a data have been analyzed in a meaningful way. So, to put it in context, or to put it in example. For example, an organization has collected the data related to the employee turnover in a particular period, but this data is meaningless unless and until this has been collected or this has been compared or this has been analyzed in terms of a comparable context. For example, employee turnover to the total number of employees in the organization for a particular period of time or in the last year, or comparative figures of the employee turnover uh, within a period of time. I hope that everyone is acquainted with the term employee turnover. Employee turnover basically refers to the employees who are leaving the organizations willingly. Now, this is a matter of concern for the organization because the organization has to incur a lot of cost in recruitment and selection and training the employees. Now, once the employee leaves the organization, this is a huge loss for the organization. They want to prevent it. Now, anyways, so you need to understand that unless and until the data related to employee turnover is analyzed in a comparable context, for example, the comparative figures of employee turnover over a period of time, or say, for example, the employee turnover to the total number of employees in the organization, it is meaningless. So such a comparison will help the manager to make a decision. So since managers in the organization are engaged in constantly making decisions, so they need information of various types. So therefore, every organization has designed an information system which will supply information to the manager that will facilitate their decision. Now this has taken the shape of management information system. So management information system basically covers the information needs of different departments, different functions, which include the HR functions also. But of course, the sources of information, the information need, and the methods of collecting the information will vary depending upon the departments. So you can understand that human resource information system is basically a part of your management information system. If we have to define it, then human resource information system is a systematic procedure of collecting, maintaining, storing and retrieving data related to human resource and related to other activities which are relevant to the management of human resource. So basically, the human resource information system is a procedure which will, capture the data and will, provide the data to the decision makers. That will facilitate the decision making related to any activities of the human resource in the organization. or related to any functions which are relevant to human resource in the organization. So you can understand that human resource information system has three aspects or three elements. The first element is input. Now this input function will provide capabilities to the organizations to enter data relevant to human resource, because the input function will prescribe the procedures related to collecting data, by whom it will be collected, when to be collected, and in what format it has to be collected. So it is basically providing the capabilities to the human resource information system regarding the storage of the data. That is the next function. In storage of the data, the the human resource information system stores the data at an at an appropriate repository. Whatever has been stored, this will be used to provide the output to the human resource information system. But before that, you need to, prior to that, the human resource information system needs to store the data at an appropriate database. Now this database is used as a reference to provide the output. Now the output is quite visible and quite evident, because this is the most relevant to the human resource information system users. Now this output, that is basically a result of the analysis done of the data which have been stored in the in the storage function. So this output basically would be in the form of a soft copy probably, which is visible in a computer screen, or in the form of a hard printed copy that is provided to the human resource information system users, who will look at it and will make their decisions regarding the human resource in the organization. So you read the discussion that we have had regarding human resource information system, and you see that whether you have understood it or not.